If you are an artist trying to succeed on Spotify, there are three primary metrics that we want to look at to gauge success. And those are streams, listeners, and followers. And they kind of go in the reverse order of that. Followers turn into listeners, listeners turn into streams. Now, streams are obviously the metric that we really want to optimize for. Streams are the primary indicator that the song that we have put out or the album we've put out or whatever is actually succeeding and not just falling on deaf ears. Streams are also how we earn our money from Spotify. So we really ultimately want to be optimizing for streams. But if we jump to the end and only try to get streams, we run the risk of losing longevity as an artist. So what we really want to do is back up through those previous two steps and build in listeners who are going to generate multiple streams and then followers who are going to turn into longtime listeners. To optimize for all three of these metrics, there are three distinct strategies to pursue each of them. And these strategies can be mixed and matched, or they can be pursued individually. So let's start with the first one, followers. Followers on Spotify are sort of the base level of your overall long-term success on the platform. If you build in followers, those followers are going to be served up every new release that you put out, and they're going to turn into long-term listeners, which will generate long-term streams. So you can drop a song, build in followers, get those listeners, and then have a set of ongoing streams for that track for a long time. That track then becomes an asset that earns on your behalf without you having to do anything. Now, to build followers on Spotify, the place that you really want to send them is your artist profile. When a user lands on your artist profile, they have the option to listen to the top selection of songs that you have, and the follow button is right in their face. We want them to land here because we want them to click that follow button. User behavior generally is going to be they're going to land, they're going to play the song that they see at the top of the list, which should be the track you used in your ad to send them there. When they like what they hear, they're going to hit that follow button, and then hopefully they're going to listen down your catalog, and they will stay inside of your catalog for as long as they choose to remain on your page. Now, next up is listeners. Obviously, followers turn into listeners, but if you want to build in listeners and streams very rapidly, we want to send people to a different destination. Instead of going to the artist profile, we want to send them to the song directly. Now, this strategy is really effective for new releases. This is how you build up a wave of momentum for a song right when it comes out, so that you can sort of jump that hurdle of popularity score and get the song onto Release Radar and Discover Weekly, both of which are Spotify's algorithmic playlists that will help to lift the song up and carry it over time alongside your followers that you continue to build in on your profile. So sending traffic directly to your song on release day and for the first 1 to 4 weeks that it's out is a great way to beef up listeners for that specific track and get multiple streams per listener for that track as well. Now, the third strategy that we can think about is how to optimize for streams across your catalog. Now, the first way of sending traffic to your profile is a great way to get people to listen down your catalog. But another more effective strategy is to send them to your very own artist playlist. Now, this is a playlist that you can create on your own, something like a This Is Your Artist Name. I have one called This Is Tom DuPree III. You can make a playlist like this that has at least 10 tracks of your original music on there, hopefully more as your catalog grows, that you can send users directly to. So when someone lands on this playlist, they will see the song at the top, which should be the song that you used in your ad, and decide to play that because that's the one they heard the preview of. Once they hear that song, just as they kind of did with your artist profile, they can choose to follow the playlist. Now, this has the distinct benefit of being moldable depending on what you're trying to achieve. So if you have one song that you really want to boost, you can put that at the top of the playlist. This is a great strategy, again, for new releases. So you can get a lot of streams for the first song on the playlist if it's a new release when it comes out, and you can also build in playlist followers that will stream your catalog over time. So every time you drop a new song and you send them to that playlist, they're going to get new music and they're going to listen hopefully through your catalog of other music that's already on there. The more playlist followers you get, the bigger the playlist becomes, the more streams you're going to get every time you update that playlist and people come back to check it out. So these are 3 strategies that I have used and am continuing to use to grow myself as an artist on Spotify. Using these 3 different strategies allows me to focus my attention on getting followers, getting listeners, and ultimately getting more streams. Now, you can use just one of these strategies on their own and they'll be quite effective. In fact, there have been many times when I've just coasted with an ongoing follower growth campaign going to my artist profile and done nothing else. But the real magic is when you combine all three. I'm currently running a campaign to grow my followers and a campaign to grow my artist playlist. And when I drop new music, I'll run a third campaign to boost the streams and the listeners of that single song as well. Combining these three strategies is the best way to optimize for streams, listeners, and followers on Spotify. Now, if you found this video helpful and you want to learn more about this kind of thing, go to TomDupreeIII.com and join the Monday Marketer. The Monday Marketer is a weekly newsletter to help you get your week started right with one actionable music marketing tip every Monday morning. And then lastly, if you don't subscribe to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. And at the end here, I've got a couple more videos you can check out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.